Okay, so I figure that perhaps I record the stages of what happens when I try to write something. In essence, I stare at the page for a good few minutes. Maybe sometimes there is some sort of a thought or idea going on, but for the most part, it's like it happens when I'm kind of tired of whatever I was doing and I need to switch it up, and so then I pull out my motherfucking journal and I'm like, all right, it's time, settle in. And I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna date it. So today is October 25th, 24. I don't know, one of those two. 2025. Oh my god. Oh, the passage of time. Okay, maybe we can write about that since it surfaced for some reason. We can write a poem about time. So funny thing actually, because if you don't already know, I'm a huge space nerd, and one of my favorite things about space is black holes. I don't know why I'm so fascinated by them. I remember the first time I heard about a black hole was when I was in the fourth grade, and it was a Scholastic book fair, and there was these books on just science stuff because I was a huge nerd overall, and I like to learn. I just really liked it. So my parents bought me the books, and one of them was about space, and specifically they were talking about black holes. Albert Einstein was on the cover, and the concept of them blew my mind because I'm like, how can something like that exist? It just seemed like such an oddity, like a glitch in the way that we understand our universe. A black hole is something that is just so outrageously illogical, I guess you could say, because you're gonna tell me that there is an area in space where gravity is so condensed, there's just so much encapsulated in the tiniest space, this tiniest area, and that it's that all of that potential packed into a condensed form, kind of like a seed, right? Where everything that holds what the seed will be is inside this teeny tiny little thing. And I just thought that was the weirdest thing ever. So anyway, we're gonna write about something that has to do with okay, because according to Brian Cox, a black hole is not an area. A black hole is actually a moment in time, and he said it's the end of time. I think that's significant. The end of time. The end of time. What does the end of time feel like? I feel the moments that I don't notice time passing is when I'm doing something. It's some sort of activity. What could it be? It could be fucking walking. We can walk, and conversations also sometimes have that effect. Conversations, and then when I was in orchestra, playing music, it was also a very captivating moment where it felt like time just kind of stopped. Ooh, the feeling of death. Here we go again. Okay, and then perhaps, getting a tattoo. That felt eternal, and I kind of feel like it has to do with the pain aspect. So like there's like a subsection there of we're actually talking about pain. It's funny because death and pain are complete opposite of like walking, having conversations, and playing music, because during these times I felt elated, and then during these times I felt like the emotions were peaking. They peaked, but they felt heavy. And this other opposite end feels very light, and so emotionally charges me in very distinct ways. The lower emotion is more grounding, you could say. It's more grounding. It allows me to fully sink into my body. And then the opposite end, it's more of like floating. It's like being in the clouds. It's like leaving my body. It feels like I'm not in the body. Or like the body becomes very automatic rather than I'm having to be so aware. That's more of a bottom emotion. And then I feel like the whole thing that just kind of holds it together is like this way of processing where I feel that there is a layer, like a mask that filters how everything pushes through. That's what that feels like. So this is what I've written. It's not anything put together, but here it is. A very rough draft, and just saying that I'm not one to like rough drafts, but they're beneficial. So I'm gonna come back to this and see what comes. I have to let it marinate for a little bit and then come back and pull things from it. I would compare it to like when you sample a sound in music, except the music is words, and it's like,